We all go through a little bit of pain. We try to solve them, but they always seem to find a way.
Welcome. This is an intentional movement practice that was specifically designed for folks that are in front of a computer all day long. We're going to grease our joints. We're going to start out with our wrists, and we're going to do simple wrist rolls. A couple things I want you to think about and look for. Sometimes I like to just start with one wrist roll, and you can have an open fist or a closed fist. But what I want you to listen and look for is going all the way around in a circle. And with my wrist, there's sticky spots where I just kind of want to speed bump over. That's when I slow down. If I can work through those sticky spots, I'm actually healing and creating more space in my wrist. Once you get the feel for that, you can do 2 at a time. And if you really don't have a lot of time, go ahead and do 4 for 1. But again, listening and rolling slowly and intentionally is what this game is all about. Greasing our joints. When we, go ahead and do our shoulders now. When we grease our joints, when we move, actually the only time our joints get nutrition is when we move. So if you don't move it, we lose it. What we do one way, we must do the other way. So if you are doing shoulder circles, make sure that you go backwards and frontwards. We're gonna work on our wrists a little bit more. They get quite a beating when all the typing and everything, even if we've ergonomically correct apparatus. So this is one of my favorite ones because it looks so pretty. Hands like this, thumbs together, and these are wrist circles coming in. These are great because they move our wrist joints as well as our elbow joints and our shoulder joints. I also like to connect my breath to this movement to reset my nervous system at the same time. One more thing I like to do when I'm doing this, because I'm all about efficiency, getting the most done, most bang for my buck, is I like to think about, as I'm moving my hands out, I'm gifting out to the world. As I'm moving my wrists and hands in, I'm receiving from the world. So a little mini guided meditation as well. All right, that gets us all ready for V-ups. Go ahead and interlock your fingers and raise up your elbows to frame your face. And then we're gonna go, my face is going forward, my belly's going towards my thighs, and my elbows are trying to touch the ceiling. And my goal is to get my belly to my thighs. Doesn't matter how far down I go, but that is my goal. Once I'm all the way down, I'm gonna peel my belly up first, and then I'm gonna come all the way up at the top. Inhale, V for victory. The next one, knee ups. Knee ups are amazing for your lower back, and you don't even have to leave your chair. So you're gonna go ahead and interlock your fingers again. Bring one knee up, flex your foot, and then slowly, as your shoulders are down and back, hugging your spine, you're gonna pull your hand into your knee and your knee into your hand into your knee into your hand, and get to your maximum capacity, and then inhale and exhale before you release it. And I want you to notice that I'm gonna make sure that both feet are back in a symmetrical place before I do the other side. And then on my next inhale, I'll interweb my fingers, bring my knee up for my knee ups. I flex my toes, so my toes are going towards my nose, and then I'm lowering my shoulders, applying pressure on my hand on my shin and knee, and then my knee is actually talking back to my hand. Contact is a conversation. So I am applying pressure towards my knee, hand to knee, knee to hand. Breathing in, shoulders are hugging my spine. I put a little smile on my face every once in a while. It brings joy on the inside, and then inhale This is one of my favorite ones. This can be done in 10 seconds or less. We're gonna interlock our fingers. We're gonna turn out. I call it the snap, crackle, pop, snap, crackle. Now right here, my shoulders are down, but my palms are facing towards the ceiling, and pop. Let's try it one more time, it feels so good. Snap, crackle, pop. Now let's go ahead and work our neck a little bit. Pretend that you have a pencil right here, a little short pencil, and we're gonna do neck circles. I like to have my hands on my thighs here. Again, contact is conversation. So I'm going to put that pencil on my chin, and then I'm going to start to drop my chin, and then bring my chin towards the right as I draw a circle up and around towards my left shoulder, and then draw it down. Make sure you go the other way as well. If you're receiving some pain during this, just smaller circles. Just draw smaller circles and you'll be great. And then it brings us to our final two, and these are incredibly energizing. Instead of a cup of coffee for the afternoon, try a twist. The twist is really simple, but the setup is important. To begin with, I'm going to take my left hand and I'm going to bring it across my body and grab some part of my chair. My knees are going to stay direction forward. My other hand is going to come all the way back and grab another part of the chair. Now, I'm going to lead with my eyes, turn with my eyes. Hope you notice that my chin is parallel. My shoulders should stay the same height, and my knees should stay facing forward. Breathe. I can hold here for a minute, and I will be able to go a little bit further as that fascia opens up. And release, exhale. Come back to center. Always come back to center. And then go the opposite way. Another tip here is try to keep those knees kind of hugged towards each other. Sometimes they try to splay out, and that just activates hip movements that we don't need. We really are just wanting to isolate our spine twist muscles. Love that. Breath, intentional movement, and gravity support our nervous system resets. So it's really simple to do in a chair. All you really do is just bend forward at the waist in your hip flexors. I'm kind of sticking my bum towards the back of my chair right now as I fold forward, my belly on my thighs, and then I just drop my eyes, relax my arms. They're kind of like gorilla arms. I can stay here, or I can tuck my fingers below my toes, and my toes are now talking to the fleshy part right below my wrist and above my palms. Contact is a conversation. So as I apply pressure from my toes to my palms, I'm lowering my shoulders and I'm tucking my chin more. It's a really nice place. You can actually rest your eye sockets on your knees and breathe. To release, you're gonna come out the same way you went in. So I lower my hands. Many of you might have stayed there. And then slowly, I come back up to a world that's a little bit brighter, a little bit newer, and a little bit more refreshed. Try it. See what your body feels like. The most important thing I believe about intentional movement, besides actually doing it, is feeling it. So take a moment after you move, close your eyes, and listen and feel and notice your body receiving the nutrition that the movement gave us. As always, as you practice, if you have any questions, I'm available. And either way, have a beautiful day. Thanks so much for being with me.
Just trying to get by out there. we all go through a little bit of pain. We try to solve them, but they always seem to find a way to take away the sunshine. But sometimes you can't outrun the rain, so let it wash over you. And take a chance, let it wash over you. And you can dance in it, and if you need to, you can fall down in it.